Good day, YouTube. We're back for another one. My tier list that is not a tier list is updated and ready to go for the month of May. And we're going to talk about the last two champions that were added last month, which were Black Cat and Scorpion. Two great champions. I pulled Black Cat as a 6-star. I didn't go for Scorpion. But let's talk about Black Cat first. Black Cat, really great champion. She pretty much has it all. She has she inflicts bead on the opponents. She has a unique ability where she puts a calling card on the opponents. She has another unique ability called the Heist, which lasts for 45 seconds. And if the calling card is on Black Cat, she converts into a vicious passive. If the calling card is on the opponent, it converts to a sabotage, reducing the opponent's defensive ability accuracy by 40% for 40 seconds, and dealing 2,000 direct damage whenever their defensive ability fails to trigger. She has a very unique play style. I put her under plug-in play, and she's good for incursions because you can play her regularly, but if you want to get the most damage out of her by maxing out her calling card, because while you're in the fight with using Black Cat, you switch the calling card on the opponent and then you switch it back on yourself, and you can do this a variety of ways, from like intercepting or heavying or throwing your SP1 or some ways to do it. And she also has this another ability that's always after called Bad Luck Aura. Cannot talk. And for each hit on Black Cat's combo meter, the opponent's defensive ability accuracy is reduced by 2%, or twice that against Science Champions, up to 60%. Very, very, very useful. And whenever the opponent fails to trigger due to an ability accuracy reduction, Black Cat pauses each of her personal passives and debuffs for 1.8 seconds. She's a really great champion. A little complicated to play if you're trying to get maximum damage, but easy to play if you're just going for 5-hit combos or something like that. And the great thing about Black Cat, she doesn't need to be awakened. However, if she is awakened, she needs high sig, because when she's awakened, Black Cat starts a quest with non-combo shield passes, will prevent her from using a combo when struck, and they persist across fights, which is great. When Black Cat will be struck while dashing, for each combo effect on her, she has a 11% chance when maxed out to gain an evade passive for 1 second. And this is pretty much, in my opinion, 100%, because trying to intercept her at 6200 can be quite annoying. So she's going to be great on nodes like Ebb and Flow and like high tier war. I overall think she's a really good champion. I put her on plug and play and are good for incursions. I don't really think she's good for the damage master. She doesn't have any immunities. She can't regen. She does have some decent synergies. Okay, one of my favorite synergies with Black Cat is with either Punisher, Ghost Rider, or Mangog. Whenever a champion knocks out Black Cat places a crossfight vengeance passive on them. Against opponents with a vengeance effect, Black Cat starts a fight with an indefinite fury passive, increasing her attack by 30%. That can come in handy in so many ways, and that is such a great unique ability. So I had to put her on plug and play, especially with the you get increased attack for a fight that you lose. It doesn't really stack. It's only one fury, but it lasts for the entire fight, and it's quite great. But next, let's talk about my favorite champion. It's the one, the only. It's got to be Scorpion. Scorpion, I feel like I was excited about him before I was excited about Black Cat. Don't get me wrong, Black Cat is amazing, but I personally think Scorpion is better. Scorpion has immunities. He has great synergies. He has the evade. Like, he has so much utility, in my opinion. And let's talk about his pre-fights. He has 3 pre-fights. Sting debuffs are damage over time debuffs that inflict on medium attacks. So one of the best ways to play him is like medium, in my opinion. His default Sting debuff is a poison debuff, but he can choose between shock and rupture in the pre-fight. And whatever one you choose, he's immune to the other 2. So for example, if you choose poison, he'll be immune to shock and rupture. If you choose shock, he'll be immune to poison and rupture. So I feel like right there is quite underrated. A champion that you can choose who would he be immune to. So if you just pick rupture, he can be immune to poison and shock, and fights like Dr. Voodoo or Electro, he's a great counter for. But not only that, he also has Scorpion Sense, and Scorpion Sense to me, I felt like it was a little complicated, but it's like when the opponent evades or at the end of their special attack, Scorpion gains a non-stacking Scorpion Sense passive, granting 20% chance to evade for 15 seconds. When Scorpion Sense expires, it goes on cooldown for 10 seconds. Right there, that's a lot to think about, but he has so much utility. I felt like he definitely deserves to be in the plug and play, because he has great synergies as well. One of my favorite synergies is the one with Venom and Anti-Venom, and the one it makes Anti-Venom, I felt like it secretly buffed Anti-Venom, because when inflicting the opponent with a bleed, also inflict Incinerate debuff, reducing block proficiency by 50% and dealing 220% attack and energy damage over 4 seconds. This makes Anti-Venom a little bit better than what he was, and I actually had to move Anti-Venom to Synergy Utility Champion because of this synergy with Scorpion. Now Scorpion's right here, Anti-Venom is right here, so we actually had a few changes to my tier list. We had Storm got buffed up to plug and play because she got a buff this month, which is pretty great. Also Gamora got bumped up to plug and play because she also got a buff last month, and her buff is quite official. She can do a lot of damage now. So those were the only two changes on my tier list. But yes, we got Black Cat plug and play, Scorpion plug and play. He's great for damage mastery. She's great for the incursion. I actually starting to think that Scorpion may also be great for incursions, so we're going to put a little Ultron next to his name right there, because I think he will also be great for incursions. And don't worry, this tier list, I'm gonna make this tier list available to everyone, because apparently y'all like my tier list and y'all want to have access to it. So I'm gonna try to include it in the description of this video, so be on the lookout for that. And yes, Black Cat and Scorpion, two great champions. They don't need to be awakened. Oh, I didn't speak about Scorpion's awaken ability. His awaken ability is I don't think he needs to be awake. Actually, if you want to take advantage of his healing, that's why I say he's good for the damage master, because if the opponent is inflicted with a petrify and they attempt to heal, Scorpion gains 100% of their heal denied from them. Each tick of this healing cannot exceed 78 to 21% health. This value scales with base health. So he's great for the damage masteries. He's great for incursion. This is just, Scorpion was definitely the better of the two champions that came out this month, in my opinion. But let me know your opinion in the description below. Hope this video was helpful for you. If you could, hit that like button for me, and I'm gonna try to make this tier list available to you. And also, could you hit that subscribe button for me? I will greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care and have a great and wonderful day.